In today's video, we're going to dive into the world of creatine and uncover the top 10 things nobody tells you about this popular supplement. So, whether you're a fitness enthusiast or just curious about creatine, keep watching to learn some surprising facts. Let's get started. Did you know that the creatine loading phase is actually optional? That's right. While many people start with a loading phase of 20 grams per day for 5 to 7 days, you can still experience the benefits of creatine by taking just 3 to 5 grams daily without loading. It might take longer to saturate your muscles, but you'll still get there eventually. The loading phase is when you take a higher dose of creatine for a short period, usually around 20 grams per day for 5 to 7 days, to rapidly saturate your muscles with creatine. This is then followed by a maintenance phase of 3 to 5 grams daily. Now, here's the secret. You can still experience the benefits of creatine without going through the loading phase. By taking a consistent daily dose of 3 to 5 grams, you'll still be able to increase your muscle creatine stores, albeit at a slower pace. This method may take around 3 to 4 weeks to reach full saturation, but it has the added advantage of being easier on your digestive system and wallet. In fact, some studies have shown that skipping the loading phase might even reduce the risk of potential side effects like bloating, cramping, and stomach discomfort. So, if you're new to creatine or have experienced these side effects before, you might want to consider skipping the loading phase and starting with a lower daily dose. And remember, consistency is key when it comes to experiencing the full benefits of creatine supplementation. Remember, not all creatine supplements are created equal. Look for a high-quality, reputable brand that offers creatine monohydrate, as it has been proven to be the most effective form. Steer clear of other forms like creatine ethyl ester and creatine hydrochloride, which have not been as extensively studied. Creatine monohydrate is the most researched and proven form of creatine. This is the gold standard when it comes to creatine supplementation, as it has been shown to effectively increase muscle creatine content and provide performance benefits. Other forms of creatine, like creatine ethyl ester and creatine hydrochloride, might be marketed as superior, but they have not been as extensively studied or proven to be more effective than creatine monohydrate. High-quality creatine supplements should have a purity of at least 99.9%. This ensures that you're getting a product with minimal impurities and contaminants. Look for a brand that is transparent about their product's purity and provides a certificate of analysis. The manufacturing process plays a significant role in the quality of the creatine supplement. Look for a product that is produced in a facility with good manufacturing practices, GMP, certification. This ensures that the supplement is manufactured under strict quality control standards. Micronized creatine is a form of creatine monohydrate that has been processed to reduce the particle size. This makes the creatine powder easier to mix with water or other beverages and can improve its absorption in the body. While not absolutely necessary, choosing a micronized creatine can enhance your overall experience with the supplement. Finally, choose a reputable brand that is well established and has a history of providing high-quality supplements. This can give you greater confidence in the quality and safety of the product you're purchasing. By considering these factors when selecting a creatine supplement, you can ensure that you're getting a high-quality, effective product that will help you reach your fitness goals. Guess what? Creatine isn't just for building muscles, it can also enhance your cognitive function. Research has shown that creatine supplementation may improve memory and overall brain performance, making it a potential nootropic for those looking to give their brain a little boost. Creatine plays a critical role in providing energy to our cells, including brain cells. Our brains are highly energy dependent, requiring a continuous supply of energy to maintain proper function. Therefore, having an adequate amount of creatine available can have a significant impact on cognitive performance. Multiple studies have shown that creatine supplementation can lead to improvements in various cognitive tasks, such as creatine has been shown to enhance short-term memory, which is essential for tasks like remembering phone numbers or carrying out mental arithmetic. Working memory is the ability to hold and manipulate information in your mind for short periods. Creatine supplementation has been shown to improve working memory performance, which can be beneficial in tasks such as problem-solving, planning, and decision-making. Creatine supplementation may also improve cognitive processing speed, which is the ability to quickly and accurately perform mental tasks. In situations where the brain is under stress, such as during sleep deprivation or oxygen deprivation, hypoxia, creatine has been shown to help maintain cognitive performance. So, if you're looking to give your brain a little boost, don't underestimate the power of creatine. It could be a valuable addition to your supplement regimen for both physical and mental performance. There's a lot of buzz around creatine causing hair loss, but the truth is, there's no conclusive evidence to back up this claim. Some people might experience hair shedding due to increased DHT levels, but the connection to creatine remains purely anecdotal. The idea that creatine may cause hair loss stems from a single study that showed an increase in dihydrotestosterone (DHT) levels in subjects who took creatine supplements. DHT is a hormone derived from testosterone, and it has been linked to hair loss in individuals who are genetically predisposed to male pattern baldness. However, this study had a small sample size and has not been replicated, leaving its results inconclusive. It's important to understand that while some individuals might experience hair shedding due to increased DHT levels, the connection to creatine remains purely anecdotal. Many factors can contribute to hair loss, such as genetics, hormonal imbalances, stress, nutritional deficiencies, and certain medications. In most cases, it's difficult to pinpoint a single cause of hair loss, and it's unlikely that creatine alone would be responsible. Moreover, numerous other studies have investigated the safety and side effects of creatine supplementation and have not found any significant connection between creatine and hair loss. These studies provide strong evidence that creatine is a safe and well-tolerated supplement for most people. In conclusion, while there might be some anecdotal reports of hair loss associated with creatine use, the scientific evidence does not support a direct causal link. If you're concerned about hair loss and creatine supplementation, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional before starting or modifying your supplement routine. Did you know that creatine is actually found naturally in some foods? That's right. You can get small amounts of creatine from red meat, poultry, and fish. However, to experience the full benefits of creatine, supplementation is usually necessary. Creatine is an organic compound that is synthesized naturally in our bodies and is also obtained from certain dietary sources. The primary food sources of creatine include beef and lamb are rich sources of creatine, with higher amounts typically found in leaner cuts. Chicken and turkey also contain creatine, albeit in lower amounts compared to red meat. Fish, especially oily fish like salmon, herring, and mackerel, are good sources of creatine. However, it's important to note that the amount of creatine in these foods is relatively low compared to the doses used in supplementation. For example, you would need to consume around 500 grams (1.1 pounds) of raw beef to obtain the same amount of creatine as in a 5-gram daily supplement dose. Additionally, cooking meat and fish can lead to a loss of creatine, further reducing the amount you can obtain through diet alone. For vegetarians and vegans, dietary creatine intake is even lower, as plant-based sources of creatine are scarce. As a result, these individuals may benefit significantly from creatine supplementation to ensure optimal muscle creatine levels and support athletic performance and cognitive function. Contrary to popular belief, creatine is safe for long-term use. Research has shown no adverse effects from prolonged creatine supplementation, so you can feel confident incorporating it into your routine as long as you follow recommended dosages. Multiple studies have investigated the safety and side effects of long-term creatine supplementation, with some trials lasting up to several years. The majority of these studies have shown no adverse effects on kidney or liver function, blood markers, or overall health in individuals who followed recommended dosages. In fact, a review of over 200 studies on creatine safety concluded that there is no compelling evidence for adverse effects from prolonged creatine supplementation. Moreover, a long-term study on athletes who took creatine for up to 4 years found no negative health effects and even suggested that creatine might have a protective effect on certain health markers. However, it's essential to follow recommended dosages and guidelines when using creatine long-term. The standard maintenance dose of creatine is 3 to 5 grams per day, which has been shown to be safe and effective for most individuals. Higher doses can be taken during a loading phase, typically 20 grams per day for 5 to 7 days. But this should be followed by a maintenance phase with a lower daily dose. It's also important to maintain proper hydration while using creatine, as the supplement can draw water into your muscles and potentially lead to dehydration if you're not consuming enough fluids. Finally, if you have any pre-existing kidney or liver conditions or are taking medications that may interact with creatine, it's crucial to consult with a healthcare professional before starting or continuing creatine supplementation. You might want to reconsider your pre-workout routine. Combining creatine and caffeine can actually counteract each other's effects. Studies have shown that caffeine can impair creatine's ability to promote muscle relaxation, so it's best to space them out or choose one over the other. Caffeine is a popular stimulant often used to increase alertness, focus, and energy levels. Many people use caffeine in pre-workout supplements or beverages like coffee to enhance their workouts. However, research has shown that the combination of caffeine and creatine can reduce the effectiveness of creatine supplementation. The reason for this counteraction is not entirely understood, but some researchers believe that caffeine may interfere with the mechanisms through which creatine promotes muscle relaxation and energy production. One study found that taking caffeine alongside creatine reduced the muscle relaxation benefits associated with creatine, potentially hindering performance gains. So, what can you do to maximize the benefits of both creatine and caffeine? Here are some strategies to consider. One option is to space out your consumption of creatine and caffeine throughout the day. For example, you could take creatine in the morning or post-workout and consume caffeine later in the day, allowing your body to benefit from both supplements without interference. If you find that caffeine and creatine don't work well together for you, consider choosing one over the other based on your goals and needs. If you're primarily focused on muscle growth and strength, prioritize creatine. If you need a boost in energy and focus for your workouts, caffeine may be the better choice. Another approach is to cycle between creatine and caffeine, using one for a certain period before switching to the other. This can help you experience the benefits of both without the potential counteraction. Some studies suggest that the negative interaction between creatine and caffeine may be dose-dependent, meaning lower doses of caffeine may not have the same counteracting effect. Experiment with lower caffeine doses to find a balance that works for you. When using creatine, it's essential to stay properly hydrated. Creatine draws water into your muscles, which can lead to dehydration if you're not consuming enough fluids. So, remember to drink plenty of water throughout the day. While creatine is often associated with bodybuilding and muscle growth, its benefits extend far beyond that. Creatine can help improve athletic performance and support various types of physical activity. Here are some examples of individuals and activities that can benefit from creatine supplementation. Although creatine is best known for enhancing short-duration, high-intensity exercises, it can also benefit endurance athletes by increasing their capacity for high-intensity interval training, HIIT. This can help endurance athletes improve their overall performance in sports like running, cycling, and swimming. Athletes involved in team sports like soccer, basketball, and football can benefit from creatine's ability to improve repeated sprint performance, explosive power, and agility. As we age, our natural creatine levels decline, and our muscle mass and strength tend to decrease. Creatine supplementation can help older adults maintain or even improve muscle mass, strength, and overall physical function, promoting a more active and independent lifestyle. Plant-based diets often provide lower amounts of creatine compared to omnivorous diets. Supplementing with creatine can help vegetarians and vegans achieve optimal creatine levels, supporting athletic performance and cognitive function. Even if you're not a competitive athlete or bodybuilder, creatine can still help improve your workouts and support your fitness goals. Whether you're aiming to lose weight, increase strength, or simply stay active, creatine can be a valuable addition to your supplement regimen. Let's clear up a common misconception. Creatine is not a steroid. It's a naturally occurring compound that helps provide energy to your muscles. While it can enhance athletic performance, it does not have the same side effects as anabolic steroids. First and foremost, it's essential to understand that creatine is a natural compound found in our bodies and certain foods, like red meat and fish. It plays a crucial role in providing energy to our cells, especially during high-intensity activities. Creatine supplementation has been shown to increase muscle creatine content, leading to improved athletic performance, increased strength, and enhanced muscle growth. On the other hand, anabolic steroids are synthetic substances that resemble the male hormone testosterone. They are often used illegally by athletes and bodybuilders to boost muscle growth, strength, and performance. Anabolic steroids have numerous potential side effects, including liver damage, hormonal imbalances, and increased risk of heart disease, among others. The use of anabolic steroids is banned in most sports due to their dangerous health risks and the unfair advantage they provide. Here are some key differences between creatine and anabolic steroids. Creatine is a legal, over-the-counter supplement that is widely used and accepted in the sports and fitness community. Anabolic steroids, on the other hand, are classified as controlled substances in many countries and are illegal to use without a prescription for non-medical purposes. Creatine has been extensively studied for its safety and has been shown to be safe and well tolerated when used according to recommended dosages. Anabolic steroids, however, are associated with numerous health risks and can cause severe, long-lasting damage to the body when used improperly. Creatine works by increasing the availability of energy for cells, particularly during high-intensity activities, leading to improved performance and muscle growth. Anabolic steroids, in contrast, directly influence muscle growth by increasing protein synthesis and decreasing protein breakdown. Creatine is not a banned substance in sports and is not tested for in anti-doping controls. Anabolic steroids, however, are banned by most sports organizations, and athletes can face severe penalties if caught using them. And finally, creatine is particularly beneficial for vegetarians and vegans. Since plant-based diets typically contain lower amounts of creatine, supplementation can help. The effectiveness of creatine supplementation can vary greatly between individuals, and there are several factors that may influence how well someone responds to creatine. Some of these factors include: genetic factors can play a significant role in how your body responds to creatine supplementation. For example, some individuals naturally have higher levels of creatine in their muscles, which can limit the potential benefits of supplementation. Additionally, certain genetic variations can affect how efficiently your body transports and stores creatine in muscle cells. The composition of your muscle fibers can also influence your response to creatine supplementation. Individuals with a higher proportion of type 2, fast-twitch, muscle fibers tend to respond better to creatine, as these fibers rely more heavily on the creatine phosphate energy system during high-intensity activities. Your baseline creatine levels can impact the effectiveness of creatine supplementation. Those with lower initial creatine levels, such as vegetarians, vegans, and older adults, are more likely to experience significant benefits from supplementation, as their muscles have more room to store additional creatine. Your training experience and the type of exercise you engage in can also affect your response to creatine. Creatine tends to be more effective for individuals engaged in high-intensity, short-duration activities like weightlifting, sprinting, or interval training. Endurance athletes or those who primarily engage in low-intensity, steady-state activities may not see the same benefits from creatine supplementation. If you've tried creatine supplementation and haven't noticed significant improvements in performance or muscle growth, it's possible that you're a non-responder. However, before concluding that creatine doesn't work for you, consider other factors such as your dosing regimen, the quality of the creatine supplement, and the duration of supplementation, as these can also impact the effectiveness of creatine. In conclusion, while creatine is a well-researched and effective supplement for many individuals, it's essential to recognize that not everyone will experience the same benefits. Understanding the factors that influence your response to creatine can help you determine whether this supplement is right for you and how to optimize your supplementation strategy.